GBTC, the platform token of GLOBTC, which is the world's first community co-building financial ecology exchange. It is a digital currency that is supported by the incomes of the exchange and endorsed by credit. GLOBTC is the world's first cross-platform exchange, which connects the digital currency market and traditional financial market. On GLOBTC, users not only can purchase digital currency, but also can buy stocks, index, and commodities throughout the world with digital currency directly. In the future 2 years, GLOBTC will rank top 10 among all the global exchanges, whose daily trade will reach $300 million. Why we recommend to hold GBTC ASAP. Users who hold GBTC can get invitation rebates, transaction fee rebates, holding coins to do money, holding coins to get bonuses, and competition awards, etc. Different kinds of sustainable profits. The earlier you hold GBTC, the earlier you can enjoy the platform development dividends. The method of getting GBTC. If one wants to gain these profits, he or she needs to exchange BTC into GBTC via homogeneity trade on exchange. Then paying 10 GBTC, users can activate their GIDs. Keep your GID in mind, because GID is the sole blockchain identification of GLOBTC and also the password of building the trust network. What is BIT transition? BIT transition is a smart contract which uses BTC to one-way exchange GBTC. Transition means BTC will rise dimension to GBTC, which has bigger imagination and more applied things. It adapts GLOBTC exclusive hourglass algorithm and refraction algorithm. Hourglass algorithm is applied by two V-shaped pools, and the V-shaped pool has multiple layers. Every layer represents one exchange ratio. The critical point is in the middle and its ratio is 1:1. When it reaches the point, one BTC only can exchange one GBTC. The upper half of hourglass is filled with GBTCs, and one BTC can exchange 4,609 GBTC at the top end. Total amount is 10 BTC for each layer. When all BTCs have been exchanged at some layer, the V-shaped pool lowers one layer and the exchange ratio decreases 1. Refraction algorithm adapts BTC prism to refract to hourglass. The prism has 220 layers. Only one BTC can go through the first layer, and every one more layer increases 0.5 BTC until the bottom layer, which can go through 110.5 BTC. When one layer has passed some amounts of BTC, the follow-up BTC will go through the next layer. The exchange ratio is different on different layers. The ratio on first layer is according to 1 to 49,999, and second layer is 1 to 40,823, and so on. The ratio is 1 to 4,609 on the 220 layer. According to algorithms, the earlier users do the exchange, the lower cost GBTC they can get. The development phase of BIT transition. BIT transition is divided into the beginning phase and the convention phase. In the beginning phase, with hourglass algorithm and refraction algorithm, the exchange ratio will be expanded extremely so that the earlier believers can get more GBTC with a lower price. When the ratio reaches 1 to 4,609, it will get into the convention phase automatically. The rich profits consists the general sustainable profit 1, competition and prize join. Every 7 days is the competition season, and it is sustainable. All BTC for exchanging will get into reward pool. How to participate? You can invite friends continually to activate GID to increase your competition scores. You can also deposit 50 GBTC to take part in prize join, or you can become miners via depositing coins. How to get dividends? The half of in-prize pool will be given to the top 15 promoters. Dividing awards according to the score weight. The more people one invites to activate GID, the promotion score he or she will get. 40% for minors, divided awards according to score weight. 10% will be divided into 20 parts and distributed to 20 lucky ones. The general sustainable profits too, invitation rewards and transaction fee rewards. The activation of GID applies invitation mechanism. You must pay 10 GBTC to your inviter to activate it, so you can also use your GID to invite friends to gain rewards. Friends you invite will be put in your own trust wave system. The first layer can be put 12 people, and the second with 12 times 12, and so on. It has 12 layers. The system can hold 9.7 trillion people. If the friend you invite invites his or her friend again, those afterwards people will be put your system. Whenever a new one gets into your system, you will get 0.5 GBTC reward. If you invite one person directly, you will get 3.5 GBTC at once. So when you invite one friend directly, you can get 3.5 plus 0.5 equals 4 GBTC rewards. Meanwhile, you can get 3% commission fee of your directly invited friends and 1.5% for indirectly ones. For Sustainable Profits 1, holding coins to do mining and BTC award. You can become miners as long as you deposit GBTC on exchange. The more GBTC you deposit, the higher computing you will get. That means the higher computing ability you have. The mining machine is like a printing press, and the higher computing you have, the more banknotes you will create. Personal computing power equals deposit computing power plus coordination computing power plus trust computing power. Deposit computing power. Gain the basic computing power by depositing GBTC and activating nodes. Computing power you get varies with the deposit amounts. Coordination computing power. Add your computing power via inviting friends to be miners. You can get 50% computing power of your first generation friend, 25% of your second generation, and 5% of the third to 12th generation. By inviting, you can improve your mining ability and increase daily profits. The exchange public blockchain will release equivalents 720,000 GBTC every day, plus 40% BTC in a word pool. All of them will be divided to users according to the proportion of their personal computing power in all network computing power. For example, you get 10 computing power if you deposit 200 GBTC. The global network computing power is 300,000. Then you can get 24 GBTC every day, 720 GBTC monthly, and the monthly ROI will reach 360%. For Sustainable Profits 2, exchange dividends. Holding GBTC stands for you are the shareholder of the exchange, and the exchange will distribute 30% total platform incomes of every quarter, month, week to you according to the GBTC amounts you have. For example, the daily trade is 100 million and average commission fee is 0.3%. The weekly platform income will 2.1 million, and the exchange will divide 630,000 to users who have GBTC every week. If you hold 1% of GBTC, you will $6,300 dividends weekly. Except the daily sustainable profits above we have mentioned, GBTC as a kind of asset has wide applied scene and huge adding value space. With the increase of market demands, single GBTC price will increase. That means, even though you only keep GBTC, no inviting friends, no holding coins to do mining, and no participating in competition and prize drawing, the value of GBTC will increase, which will bring you tens, even hundreds of incomes.